Hey guys, it's Jake here at Canadian Cutting Edge, and I've got a big light for you today. Well, actually, it's a big light in the terms of how cool it is and the features and all that stuff, but it comes in a pretty small package. You want to take a look at it? The Folomov EDC C4. It has an 18650 battery inside. Comes with it. Well, let me show you. Because the battery is almost the size of the light. So there's your battery. Got their nice orange theme going on here. I really like orange. Comes with a 2600 milliamp hour battery. They have up to 3400 milliamp batteries that they make. They make chargers, they make batteries, they make flashlights, they make a number of things. From what I can gather, it's a fairly young company. And it looks like they're making some really good stuff, especially, since I got my hands on this one. I saw one video about this and I was enamored, and it's living up to what it claims to be. It comes with a protected battery, drain protected, reverse polarity, all the kinds of protection that you have on batteries that a lot of these 18650s don't. You can buy 18650 batteries that are just the battery with no protection, no polarity checks on them, no over drain protection, any of those things. This has got all of that stuff, and you stick it in there, and it's got a screw-on back cap. Oh, I forgot the little lanyard. It comes with the lanyard. I just don't use lanyards. That's why I keep forgetting it. Oh, but the lanyard comes on and gets put on right in the back there. Or it's got a big enough base that it can stand up wherever you need to make it stand up. It's got a clip on it, a removable clip, but it's not so removable that it'll come off accidentally. You've got two rubber things up here that you might have seen already. One of them is a USB port. And what's the USB port there for? It's there for two reasons. One reason is to put energy in. Can you guess what the other reason's for? And the other gray thing right here is the switch. The cool thing about the switch is it's got, there's a number of cool things. One of the cool things about the switch is there's an LED behind it. And when you have it powered on, the LED glows green if there's more than 50% power left in your battery. If there's between 10 and 50% power left in your battery, it is red. And if there's less than 10% power left in your battery, it flashes red like crazy. And when it's at that point, it will also only go up to the lowest and the second lowest brightness settings. So that it'll give you a little bit of time of use instead of just draining it right off at the highest setting. How many lumens do you get out of this thing? You can have 10 lumens. You can have 75 lumens. You can have 200 lumens. You can have 1200 lumens. Yes, 1200 lumens. At 8,000 candela, the throw is about 175 meters. And, it's got a smooth reflector in there, not that orange peel kind of stuff. And it's got a really good balance between a flood covering a wide area of light and the narrow throw to go a long distance. So at 175 meters, it does a really good job. I've taken some outdoor footage that I'll show you. Besides those other features of the brightnesses that you get, it also has a strobe, really easy to get to. You just double click it and it's strobing. You double click it again, and now you've got SOS. And you double click it again, and you've got the best beacon feature that I've seen on any light ever. Here, I'll show you how on myself. It comes on only once every, 3 or 4 seconds. And then it slowly brights up and slowly dims down, although it only takes about half a second to do the whole thing. Instead of just being bold on and bold off. That's pretty cool. It just sort of ramps up. And that probe, or that pulse, what's it called again? I keep forgetting what the word for that is called. Beacon. The beacon is at 75 lumens. You just hold the power button in for 3 seconds, turns it all the way off. Triple click locks it out, so you can put it in your pocket, put it wherever you want, and nobody's going to be able to light it by accident. How to unlock it, it's just another triple click and it's unlocked. Works really, really good that way. IPX6, that means 1 meter of submersion underwater, relatively indefinitely. 1 meter drop, it's rated at protection against that, and that's, drop it out of your pocket and it should be fine. Military grade anodization on here, aluminum case. It's got overheating protection in it, so it gets too hot, it's going to drop down the brightness to protect the light, to protect yourself. You don't want to get burned, right? The LED that's in there, it's a Cree XP-L version 6 LED. So that's a nice, relatively new LED light. This light is actually so new, I went over to the Folomov website and it's not on there yet. And so this is a very new light if you're looking for it. The knurling on it is really good. Let's go to the tabletop mode, and we're going to take a little closer look at a few more details on here. Just keep watching. I forgot to say it comes in a nice bright black and orange package. Packed really well, safe packing. You don't get the cell phone with it, and this doesn't come with it either, but these things come with it. You get this cable, and it's a good quality cable. And one thing that looks strange is it's got a pass-through USB. And there's the micro USB port there. You get 2 spare O-rings. That's always good to have. So this port here, you plug it in. Clickety-click, barb-a-trick. You plug it into a charger of some kind, some wall wart or whatever, and it starts charging up your battery. Well, what happens if you're using your cell phone and you run out of power? This is now also a battery pack. That's what the pass-through is for. So I've got another one of my cables here, and I'm just going to click it in here. Nice and short. And as you can see, it's starting to flash because there's power going through here. Isn't that cool? You don't need a flashing one. I just wanted to use one of these that showed you, since everything's on the screen here at once. So you can tell I don't have it plugged into anything else. And I'll take my cell phone here. So nothing's plugged into anything there. We plug this into my cell phone. And clickety-click, you heard the dingety-ding, and it showed right there, and it's charging. That's a really good feature that very few flashlights have. Now, the one other review that I saw of the EDC C4, the guy was going on and on about how small this thing is, and he was so impressed by how small it is. And I agree. It is a small flashlight for an 18650 flashlight. You've got 10 centimeters. That's right around just under 4 inches. Well, it's actually 99 millimeters, so just under 10 centimeters. But there are other flashlights of this that use this size battery that are roughly the same size. That's not what is so unusual. But the brightest I found is one that's 925 lumens. And it certainly doesn't have all these features, not even close. And it costs more than this. And so I'm not going to say the other brand name and stuff. I'm not here to advertise for them. I'm here to talk about this light. So this is indeed a very good light to have. If you're looking for a flashlight that has these kind of features, well, here you go. Now, let's take a look at a little bit of video that I took outside. And I'm also going to show you a little bit of video inside that shows you how wide the beam is, how good the throw is, and all that kind of stuff. So keep watching. So I'm outside now. I wasn't quite ready to do this review tonight, but tomorrow and the day after, it's supposed to be like -20 Celsius or colder. And that's pretty dang cold. So I'm doing it now. What we've got is, I've got it on the 70 lumen mode right now, 75 lumens. And that's across the street, about 40 yards, 40 meters, something like that. You get a pretty good amount of light there. You can see the light lights up green on the switch. Press it again. It's going to go up to the 200 lumen mode. And there you can go. You can see it does quite a good amount of light. Just a reminder again, when anybody's filming with digital camera like I am, it adjusts to the amount of light coming in. And so I'm going to go now from 200 lumens to 1200 lumens. And The difference will be most noticeable most immediately right when I do it, and then the camera will start to adjust. So here we go in 3, 2, 1. A lot more light. Well, it is somewhat subjective, but you can clearly see that it is a brighter light. And that's the 200 down to 70, 75, 75 it is, right? And you can hardly see anything when it's down on the little 10 lumen mode. You can just see a spot on the snow there. Thankfully, snow's reflective, so you can see 10 pretty well. 10 lumens, I think, is a really good amount of light for when you go camping and stuff. A lot of cameras come down to like 2 lumens, 1 lumen, whatever, and it's just not quite enough light. And then the next step is too bright. I really like the 10 lumen amount. It's a really good amount of light for when you don't want to wake people up around a campsite or whatever, but you need enough light to find what you're really looking for. Okay, so I'm in a bedroom there, and I'm flashing this light against the wall so you can see how big the circle is compared to how far away I am. I'm going to write on the screen exactly how many feet away this light is from the folding door. That way you can get a good measurement of how big the throw is. And so the intensity is a little higher there, and the beam's a little bit wider, and the intensity is even higher, and that makes the beam look even wider. And that's so there's 10 lumens, and I click it, and it goes to 75 lumens. Click it again, 200 lumens. Click it again, 1200 lumens. Click it again, 200 lumens. Click it again, 75 lumens. Click it again, 10 lumens. I like how that step goes up and then the step goes down. It also has memory. So there I am at the 200 lumen mode right now. And here's the flashlight. You can see that it's green right here. That's what I was talking about before. If I press and hold the button, it goes off, and now you can't see anything. Press and hold again, and it goes straight back to the previous mode. That only works on the standard light modes. It doesn't work on the specialties, on the strobe or the SOS or the beacon. Well, that's a good feature. So I think that's pretty much everything you need to know about this light. It's got very good throw to flood ratio, a very good color of light. It's got a nice white, clear, light white that I like an awful lot. Feels great in the hand, very comfortable, easy to hold. I really like the clip there. It's a good light for a good price. So if you're looking for a light like this, I would like to suggest that this EDC C4 might be one you want to check out, especially since it's only $49 at Amazon. Unfortunately, they wouldn't ship straight to Canada, so I got it shipped to my sister, and she shipped it up to me. A lot of Canadians live near borders, near the American border, and so you can get it that way, but hopefully it'll be on Amazon.ca very soon for my Canadian friends. I can hardly wait because this light is definitely worth it. And $49 US, I'll put on the screen what that is equivalent in Canadian dollars right now, so you can start saving your shekels for that. Thank you so much for watching my video. Thanks for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. And remember, always cut towards your chum and not your thumb. Bye now, guys.